in this video I want to talk a little bit about this folder, which I'm going to give you in your first lesson, and also a little bit about what to expect out of your first lesson. Now, if at any point in the video I'm talking too fast or too slow, you can use YouTube's settings to speed up or slow down the video. You just click on the gear, which is up there for mobile and down here for desktop, I think. You click on that and click on adjust speed, and you can speed it up or slow it down. You can use that for any video on YouTube. All right, now this folder. Okay, this folder is designed so that you can keep track of all the stuff that we're doing simply, easily, with no hassle at all. All you've got to do is open this up and go through the tabs, and if you hit all the tabs, as you'll see, you're going to have a solid practice session that gets everything done. Now, as we go on through all the Suzuki material, there's 9 books, and there's plenty of stuff that we want to keep reviewing so that your child develops on that and keeps that skill fresh. This has a great system for making sure that process doesn't become overwhelming. Now, so let's dive into it. Oh, before I forget, we've got a great system here, but you'll also still want to bring a notebook to take some notes and make sure you understand all the different elements that we're doing, because I might write down a note in here and it might be not enough to jog your memory. So make sure for things you don't understand, you still want to bring a notebook to write stuff down. Right inside the front page here, we've got the studio policy. I've included this in emails and on some pages that you've probably visited to get to this point. So here, I'll want you to sign it. You can print it out and sign it and just bring it in. You can sign this copy when you get here, but please read through it and because I want this signed. All right, here we've got a practice plan. So before you come in for your first lesson, I want you to think about what time each day is the best time for you to practice. All right, and we'll fill that in here. And what I want you to think about next is the second best time for you to practice each day, and we'll put that in the Plan B section. So the idea here is that, first off, if you think about it, it's like voting. They say if you have a plan for voting, you're more likely to vote. Well, if we have a plan for practicing, it's more likely to happen. So the reason we've got a Plan B is sometimes we have a day where Plan A doesn't work, and then we've got a fallback plan. So yeah. Now, the same idea here is a listening plan. As you should know by now, listening is crucial to the Suzuki method. It's part of how your child forms kind of a mental map of the piece we're playing, what it's supposed to sound like, almost like, well, exactly like when they were learning to speak. So here we've got a listening plan. Same idea. You only need a few minutes, and it doesn't have to be sit down, listen, with full concentration. The listening can be in the background. It could be while your child's doing chores or playing or something like that. So Plan A, and again, Plan B, same idea as before. Now that's kind of the perfunctory stuff once we've got that sorted out and working, on a week-to-week basis, on day-to-day basis when you're practicing, all you've got to do, let's see, you'll open the book and you'll be right here, right? And to get through your practice session, you just turn to the first tab. And here we've got a vocab list. This will also be a checkoff list for when we go through flashcards, which you'll see in a minute. All right, so this would be some stuff that you practice. What do I practice next? Well, you just keep going through the tabs like so. Here's the wheels on the bus, which we use to sit down and stand up without accidentally tripping and breaking the instrument. Here are song lyrics, which teaching your child these lyrics to songs will help speed their learning of those songs. And then as you actually get into the Suzuki book, we'll have an assignment sheet that will be placed. As you see, I've got the tab here, and the assignment sheet will be placed here, and I'll be writing in stuff for you to practice. And then when we actually finish this assignment sheet, what we'll do is take it off and put it up on the wall along with everybody else's finished assignment sheets. All right? And now, okay, so that would cover all the stuff. Maybe sometimes you'll have 2 of these in the book at the same time, but generally speaking, just 1. And then we get into the review section. And so here's where it's nice. We'll have 8 tabs here. On top is the always tab, so every single time you practice, you'll want to do the review stuff that's in here. It may just be a list of songs that are in the Suzuki book, which your child will have memorized, so you won't need to flip back and forth. It may be some vocab stuff or any number of other things, note recognition, things like that. And then the nice thing is that as we get more and more material, reviewing every single thing every day isn't reasonable. So we're going to have a tab here for every day. So that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, through Saturday, right? So in that way, we can review a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, clearly we can review 14 songs, keep them fresh, and only have to play 2 a day, which in the early stages comes out to like 2 minutes. It's not much. All right, cool. So you do your review for the day, and then you flip to the last tab here, kind of snuck down there in the bottom. All right. And the last tab is a calendar, all right? And what I want you to do with the calendar is, if your child's able, draw a smiley face or a frowny face, depending on whether or not the practice was good and successful, like you and your child got along well, there wasn't any confrontation there, and also productive. All right. Now, if your child's not able to do that, you can do that. Now, what that allows me to do is just take a look at a glance and see how practices go and see if there's anything I can do to help you at home have more productive practice sessions. All right. And then you wouldn't really flip to here. All right. But in the back here, we'll have flashcards. All right. As we learn, this is going to be the whole stack of flashcards for stuff you want to learn before you get through to the end of book 1. So what will happen is, as we learn these flashcards, we'll check them off on the checklist and bring them up and put them in the front of the book, so that when you first open it, there will be some flashcards here to read. As you learn those flashcards, they'll go into the review section. And actually, pretty quickly, some of those flashcards, just the vocab words just get referenced so much in lessons that we can just get rid of the flashcard because it's just going to be in your child's memory. So we'll be building up flashcard memory, music memory, all sorts of stuff using this review system. And all you have to do to keep all your stuff current, everything you want to be practicing, is just flip through the tabs. So if you're not sure what to do in a practice session, flip through the tabs. All right, if you've got any questions, please shoot me an email or save them and ask me at your lesson. Thanks for watching.